Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't yet subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button and follow along with the channel. Be notified when I drop some more vlogs. So today I'm starting a nice easy recovery run. I've hit 40k again this week, just while I'm waiting for my half marathon training to start next week. Well, the week after next. So I've got one more week of like float training, just training basically, and get some mileage in, and then basically my first block of half marathon training starts this time next week, and that'll be my first block training up to Chester half marathon in May, and then I've got another block, second block of half marathon training straight after that, which rolls into Cheshire half marathon in September. So today I've already covered my races, which I've just covered, and my time goals in a previous vlog, my 2023 goals vlog. Click on that if you haven't watched that yet. So today is just going to be a quick vlog on my mileage goals for 2023. I don't generally set a mileage goal, I've never done it previously. The only time I've ever set a target distance within a year was back in 2018, when I not ran for 18 months. I came back to running in 2018, and I set myself the target of trying to get to 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers within the year. I managed to do that, and then last year, again just with consistent running, I managed to hit 1,700 kilometers. So yeah, so last year was my highest mileage yet, 1,700 and I think it was 35, something like that. And I'm a firm believer in the more you run, the faster you run. Just obviously the more you run, the more mileage you're getting, the more adaptations happening to your legs and your lungs and everything else. Your gait cycle and your running pattern becomes more efficient naturally the more you run. So I'm a big believer in that. So I'm going to try this year. My goal is going to be 2,000 kilometers. Like I said, I might not get there. Like I always say when I set a goal, that if I don't get there, it doesn't really matter to me. I like to set a goal to aim for, and the journey to get there is going to be worthwhile. If I don't quite achieve it, it's still a worthwhile process, and I will still have benefited and improved presumably. So my goal is going to be 2,000 kilometers plus, which is adding on another 300 kilometers from last year, which is no mean feat. But I think with regular running this year again, and 2 half marathon training blocks all the way through to September, and then I think I'll tag on something at the end of the year like I did last year, like a 5k project or a trail project or 10k again, whatever it might be. I'm pretty sure I can get somewhere near that figure. That's obviously averaging 40k a week, which again to some people is not a lot, to other people that might sound like a lot, but again it's all baby steps. I'm not just coming to 40k a week. I've been running 20-30 plus k a week for 18 months now, and last year in my marathon training block I peaked at 70k for 1 week, so it's not going to be beyond the realms of possibility. So again, I wouldn't recommend anyone just jumping up to that figure, but I've been running consistently for a while now. So yeah, so we're just coming up to the end of January now as I'm filming this, and I'm on track. I've had a couple of 40k weeks, a couple of 50k weeks. I think I'm nearly at 200k for the year so far. So like I said, so far so good. Yeah, I'm on track, but obviously this year's about consistency. 1 good month's no good. It's about running 12 months consistently decent mileage, not shirking the rainy days or the days when you get a little niggle. So like I say, it's a big goal to hit. It's 300k more than I've ever run before in a year, so we'll see if we can get there. But it's just I'm a believer, like I said, the more I run, the faster I'll get, so I don't have a knock-on effect of improving my running. I'm enjoying my running more than ever, so I want to do more of it. So but yeah, but goals are obviously individual. Like I said, running is all about you versus you, so mine won't necessarily compare with anybody else's. But drop in the comments your goals for this year, whether it be races, times, distances, mileage, whatever. Doesn't matter if you're just trying to run once a week for the first time in your life, or you're trying to cover a 5k for the first time, or your first marathon, or you've got a set goal in mind, like a time threshold for a set distance you want to try and break. Again, drop in the comments, share your goals and we'll all support each other. But like I said, my running's getting better and better. I'm going from strength to strength, so I just want to maximise that. And my personal belief is, again, higher mileage will only help that. So that's my thinking. My running more mileage, as long as it's at the right paces. It's not all going to be fast. More and more is going to be easy, which is why, again, invested in some extra shoes this year, for running shoes for a bigger rotation. I'm going to try and focus on more of the runs I'm doing now. Easy, steezy runs to up the mileage, but not up the intensity and demand on my legs. So, but yeah, drop in the comments what your aspirations are for 2023. Are you new to running? Have you been running a while? Are you doing your marathons, or first marathon? Are you doing the 10th marathon? But again, everyone's goals are individual. Drop them in the comments and show everybody else. See if this run finished. This will bank another solid week of running, 47k, something like that. Drop it on the screen. And then I've got one more solid week next week, hopefully. Another 40+k week, hopefully. And then I'm going to roll straight into half marathon training block 1. Good. I say with the aspiration of some point this year hitting sub 90 minutes for the half marathon. And I've got 2 attempts. Whilst a spring half and an autumn half. So yeah, get this one finished. As always, thank you for watching. I'll drop a couple more vlogs next week as normal. I hope all your running's going well, and I'll see everyone on the next one.